I got a paper your mans can hold over you if you want to.
No, I'm good.
I bet.
Excuse me, brother.
How you doing, man?
Very nice to meet you. This
Is
is ATM Fox. Welcome to the gym. I'm here to get the voice to the voiceless. May I have your name?
my name is J. Emmanuel Mercado.
All right, Mr. Mercado. How old are you, Mr. Mercado?
I'm 35 years old.
35. Where are you from?
I'm from South Philadelphia.
All right. What led to you coming out here, Kensington, Philadelphia, North Philadelphia?
Well, the travel from south to north, it wasn't really, it wasn't really like foreign territory. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I grew up in Philadelphia my entire life. So like, basically, my my grandma lived on Waterloo Street. You know, so all my cousins and stuff, they lived down here, obviously. When I was younger, I used to be a professional skateboarder.
Okay.
You know, I used to really, really get down, and you know, I had a lot of fun. You know, and back when you're young and 16, you think you're invincible. You know, especially when you're doing something that's so dangerous, but yet everybody claps when you do something right. You know what I mean? So I lived that motto. Like that was my life. Go big or go home. You know. So
When did
I
you get
ended up.
wrapped up with the drugs?
Yeah. I was just about to say that. I was in a competition one day, and I jumped some stairs, and my board exploded, and I broke both my legs. You know, and they would just feed you opiates. They would just give me it, give me it, give me it. You know, many as I wanted. But they didn't tell me that as soon as I'm done, as soon as all the prescriptions are gone, you know what I mean,
Right.
that it's gonna hurt, and it hurts a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I stand with you. You know,
How old were you when you got addicted, sir?
when I got addicted to like simple like street drugs and stuff like that, I was like 16. But then it naturally progressed to like all kinds of different stuff at around like 20, 21. You know, when you start able to drink outside with everybody else, you know what I mean? So that's when you start getting involved with different crowds of people. I like to call myself a chameleon because I could get involved with any type of people. You know, I just blend in. You know, so at about 24, yeah, it was 24. Um, a friend of mine was like, he ain't had nowhere to go. Had got kicked out, and he was homeless. So I was like, yo, come
Say that
live.
again.
I told him to come stay at my house. You know what I mean? Come stay with me. I'll take care of you. One day I come home from work. He's at my dresser crushing up a pill. I was like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, nothing. So we start snorting them pills. I'm like, dude, what are them pills? He's like, they're M boxes. I'm like, oh yeah, that explains a lot. You know? So one day I came home and we had no more of the blue pills. And I was hurting. I was like, bro, I feel sick as shit. I was like, what am I gonna do, bro? I gotta do something. He was like, I know something we could do. He comes back with these Comes back with the blue bags. I was like, bro, you telling me you want me to like fucking like start shooting dope and shit now? He's like, no, bro. He's like, it's like the same thing as perks. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing. You just snore a little bit and you be alright. And that was the beginning of the end. You know what I'm saying? Back back then, I was 24. Dude, I was making a lot of money. I wasn't skateboarding no more, but I had made a lot of money doing that as well. So I can't believe that it was a matter of a month. My entire life changed. Cause after that day of doing the little blue powders and little blue bags, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but the little blue pills didn't work no more. And I was like, yo, bro. I was like, bro, you said it was the same thing. You're supposed to be my best friend. You know, I, I took you in when nobody would, when your own mother wouldn't take you in. You know, and
Went from the inboxes to the dope.
it went from M boxes to dope, and it just heroin. Back when I started, was heroin. There was no xylazine. There was no. I'm talking before fentanyl. I'm talking way before that. The first time I overdosed was about maybe six. No, I'm not. It was about a year and a half. At like a year and a half, was the first time I overdosed. Overdosed on Hoffman Street, 3 blocks from my childhood home.
What was that like? How did it transpire?
I had some dude had told my other friend that he had this new stuff out. It was a new batch. He was like, it's called that Fetty Wap. I was like, everybody's got a new name for it. Everybody's got the best stuff, like, you know. And it's like, I was like, all right, come on with it. He gives us each 2 samples. I do the first one, and I'm like, yo, this is garbage. I don't even feel it. I was like, here, I'll split the other one with you. You know what I mean? Because you could always do more. You can't do less. You know what I mean? And after I had split it with him, sat there for a second, and I was like, all right, yeah, I feel it a little bit. And after a little bit, like I literally said a little bit, I had woke up in the middle of the street somehow because we were sitting on the steps. Woke up in the middle of the street with paramedics over top of me. And I was just looking at the sky. And they were like, are you okay? Can you breathe? And I was,
So how long have you been on the streets homeless for?
going on about 11 years.
11 years.
11 years. But truly, to be homeless, like I was in a home, but I lost my home when my stepfather came into the picture when I was like 13. And I'm 35 now, so y'all can do the math.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man.
So, what's it like out here on the streets of Kensington?
It's not like it used to be. It used to be that we stuck together, you know? If each one of us made sure that the one person standing next to them was okay, like we used to, nobody would ever be out here sick, stealing from people's cars and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely not like it used to be. Nowadays somebody beat you up over stepping on their shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's running around crying over a quarter. You know, it's just sad. It's
What you
sad,
think about this prank stuff? Everybody getting these rules and stuff because of this drunk shit.
bro. That that trank shit is the devil, bro. It is truly the devil. You know, and the people that don't do it are like, wow, they're crazy. I can't believe that they're, have all these open wounds and stuff like that. It's like I don't even. I have open wounds.
You have open wounds? I was
Yeah,
about to ask you that. Oh, man. You gotta go get that checked out, buddy.
I've been in a hospital 3 times
Okay, that's good. That's
just
good.
for this.
You getting it checked out though, right? Did you get it checked out lately?
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks
I'm
alright
talking
compared to other people.
less than a week ago. But you know, they won't help me.
You can't.
They said you're okay. Gave me a prescription for some type of antibiotics and told me to leave.
Told you to leave, huh?
Yeah.
Is the antibiotics working? Did you get the prescription?
Yep.
Did it work? Did it work? Did it help it out a little bit?
You you tell me if it's working. You know
You're
what I
still
mean?
using though, right?
I don't go on my neck. I don't go on my hands.
Mhm.
I go on my neck. Up here.
Oh man, aren't you worried about the same circumstance? Gotta worry about all this stuff. You
This
can't.
is all scar tissue.
You
This
said
is
that all
not.
started it.
Yeah. This is scar tissue.
Oh,
So
scar
what
tissue.
the trank does is it comes out of any either cut or the weakest point of the flesh. The weakest point of your flesh is the top of your hands and the top of your feet. That's why most people either have really, really big hands or really, really messed up feet. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
It's
Sorry to
just,
hear about this.
yeah, man. Like, I just want the medical field to look past the fact that I'm a junkie. And I want them to help me. I'm begging them for help and they're telling me to go home. I don't have a home to go to.
You gotta stop using the substance, man. Have you been trying to wean down at
How can
all?
I stop the substance if they won't help me?
What do you mean? They'll help you. You gotta stop using. It's up to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm in there asking them, begging them, like, please help my arm. You know what I mean? Send me to rehab. Do whatever you have to do. But they say, oh, you're fine. Hand me discharge papers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing no fugazi stuff. I'm not,
Right,
you know what I mean? I'm not trying to blow smoke up nobody's ass, bro.
right,
I'm not trying to play the victim. I'm not playing poor, poor, pitiful me.
right.
You know what I mean? All I'm saying is I need some fucking help. And they won't give it to us because they look down. And that's from the heart, bro.
But I love you, man. You're a brother of mine, man. I love you, brother.
Yeah,
Sounds like you needed to hear that, bro.
yeah, man.
I know it's hard out here. I know it's rough. You got any kids at all?
I have one son that my wife, uh, excuse me, my my ex-wife, Well, let me see him.
He's with your ex-wife.
With my ex-wife's grandmother, my ex-wife's mother,
Boy,
and
girl.
boy,
Boy. What's up, man?
you know, his name's Noah.
How old is he?
He'll be 3 in June, June
He's very
30th.
young. Very young.
You know, I went by last year to drop off a present, and they wouldn't even open the door.
Nice. But yeah, you gotta use that as motivation to get back in his life. You know. I know you love your son. I know you want to be a father to him. You can't do it being out here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's the only reason why I haven't snapped out and done some crazy shit to myself is that I know.
All right, Mr. Mercado.
All right,
You've been a
man.
wonderful interviewee for me.
Thank
What advice would you give to you?
you. Just stay in school. You know, be an individual. Listen to your parents. You know, listen to who